Yo, what's good, rookies? I am Bass Drop Keys, your friendly neighborhood Negro, and I want to welcome you guys back to the Rookie Mycologist podcast. I do want to remind you guys that you can find this podcast here on YouTube, also on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Today's guest is Howard Novak. He's the owner of Boomin' Acres, which, if you guys don't know, is a mushroom supply company. Today, we're going to be talking to him, find out more about his background and all about Boomin' Acres. But before we do that, I do want to invite you guys to follow me on Instagram. I do want to let you guys know that already there's more people pretending to be me once again, just like before. That's basically one of the reasons why I thought about not even doing this again, because I'm just so tired of people pretending to be me. On my Instagram page, I do not post any mushrooms anymore, because whenever I post mushrooms, they just take it down anyway. So all you're going to see on there is just interviews and maybe funny memes or pictures or something like that. I will not be posting any mushrooms on Instagram at all. So just be aware that people are pretending to be me again is a verified account. So that way you know it's really me. Also, if you guys want to support me and the channel, come get some merch at therookiemycologist.com. I got great shirts, hoodies, hats. This is the brand new upside down rookie camouflage hat. It's on the site as well. Come support me at therookiemycologist.com. The final thing that I want to let you guys know before we get into the interview is, if you want to see the full interview along with the bonus content, you can come subscribe to my channel, bassdropkeys.tv. Also, that's where I'm posting the mushroom grows. I just finished the 2-strain 1 monotub grow. I'll be editing that video, and that video will be going on the website in the next day or two. So if you're interested in seeing all of my mushroom growing content, plus I have a bunch of other content on my website as well, bassdropkeys.tv. Eventually, I will have all of my content on there for everybody who's subscribed. Thank you so much if you've already subscribed. But if you're interested in seeing the full interview with the bonus content, come over to bassdropkeys.tv and subscribe. But all right, let's go ahead and get to it. This is my interview with Howard Novak, the owner of Boomin' Acres. Also, if you guys want to try any of the great Boomin' Acres products for yourself, you can use the code ROOKIE. That will give you a 15% discount on any order at boominacres.com. If you watched the Rookie Mycologist channel before it got deleted, then you've seen me use the Boomin' Acres products in the past. I will be using them in the future as well. So check out their website, boominacres.com. Use the code ROOKIE, get 15% off. Now let's get to the interview and find out more about Howard Novak and Boomin' Acres. Here we go. All right, guys. So today we got the owner of Boomin' Acres, Howard Novak. Is that right?
That's right.
I really appreciate you joining me today. I thank you for doing this.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, man.
No problem. No problem. All right, so let's get into it. The first thing that I basically want to do is I want to go over some of your background before we get into the Boomin' Acre stuff. If that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, before this, I used to manage hotels. Yeah, I managed a couple hotels, so that was a lot of fun. Just always working 24/7. Hotels don't close, so yeah, this is a lot more relaxed. But yeah, I did that for a while. What else? I did my own stuff. I had like a real small microgreens business for a while. That was like right before COVID. And COVID happened, and so like all the restaurants I was selling to, they all closed. So that went out the door. Uh, did a couple odd jobs here and there. Sold CPAP equipment for a while, you know. So yeah, I've done a lot of stuff.
Now, where exactly did you grow up?
So I was born in New Mexico. I lived down there until I was 12. So I lived in Roswell and in Albuquerque. And then whenever I was 12, I moved up here to like we're like an hour, 45 minutes or so north of Chicago. We're kind of by the border of Wisconsin. So moved out here when I was 12. Yeah, and I've been out here almost 25 years now. So lived up in Wisconsin for a little while after college, and then moved back down here, and then met my wife, and lived back in the town that I lived in when we first moved up here, and then we bought a house in this town. So yeah, now I'm like 10 minutes from like where my folks are, so it's kind of nice.
You said New Mexico. That's crazy. Well, I'm in Vegas now, but I just moved from New Mexico. I was in Santa Teresa, Sutherland Park, right there by El Paso.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
about 4 hours from Albuquerque.
Yeah, yeah. I still have family out in Albuquerque, so I was actually in Roswell and in Albuquerque, um, just for like weekends this past year. Um, yeah, so Albuquerque's all right. You know, some parts of it are a little crazy, but yeah, it's a decent little town. Roswell's really nice. I still like Roswell.
I haven't been to Roswell. I went to Albuquerque. I was dating this girl. Her birthday, I remember it because it's the day before the 4th of July, July the 3rd. And I was supposed to go. I had booked a cabin at Rio Doso, but that was the time where Rio Doso was on fire
Okay.
last year. And so they was like, nobody can come here. And so I ended up booking Sandia Casino in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
And that was the first casino that went in. Then the next month was my birthday. We came to Vegas for the first time. And then I ended up moving to Vegas here in April.
Damn, man, you got the gambling bug, huh?
No, I didn't move here before gambling. It just I started a gambling channel before I came here just as a hobby because anything that I do, I'm a YouTuber. I've been doing it like almost 10 years. The way that I
Mhm.
know how to monetize is through YouTube. So if I do anything, I don't care if it's a hobby, whatever, I'm always thinking, can I do this as a hobby and still get paid for it? So
Mhm.
if I'm going to be gambling as a hobby, I start a gambling channel. The number one reason why I moved here is taxes. There's no state income tax here. First of all, I got to be 420 legal because I'm a
Yeah.
420 content creator first. So I needed a 420 legal state with no state income tax because I just had gave New Mexico 10 grand for state taxes, and my accountant said it's going to go up and go up and go up. So I'm like, I got to get out of here.
Nice, that's smart. Yeah, I mean, Illinois, our taxes are crazy, you know, it's
You got state taxes there too?
oh yeah.
Okay, so as far as you said, Jet, you were in New Mexico and now you're kind of close by Chicago, kind of.
Yeah, yeah. The town we're in now, it's called Mundelein. Yeah, so like we got trains that go to Chicago. It takes like an hour on the train. If you're driving to Chicago, it's like half an hour if there's no traffic. So it's like we got quick access to the city, but it's quiet out here, you know?
I got you. I got you. And so you moved there when you were 12, you said, and so you like that area. Obviously, that's where you planning on making your forever home.
Yeah, yeah. Real nice area, real quiet. We get all the seasons, you know. We get nice summers, too hot sometimes, nice winters, too cold sometimes. But yeah, I mean, having friends out here, my folks are out here, so yeah, it's kind of I've moved a little bit, you know, away. So like I was up closer to Milwaukee for a while.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, it's just a lot easier whenever you got family somewhere to be able to be there. And then my wife, her family lives out here too. So yeah, right now we're where we're at. It's like 10 minutes to my folks and 10 minutes to her folks. So yeah, we're like real connected to our families that way.
Okay. And just a minute ago, you said that you went to college. What college did you go to?
Oh, I just went to like a community college. Yeah, I got two
Yeah.
years
So,
of
so what?
community
What
college.
college?
So
Represent.
college Lake County. Yeah,
There
so I
we
got
go.
my 2 year degree there for business admin. So
And then you said that what was your first job after college?
I think technically it would have been the hotels. Yeah. So like I had my own little business where like immediately after college I was going around to like music festivals, and so I was doing stuff making money there. And I was also making jewelry. So I was doing wire wraps and like making chains, and I would sell those while I was on tour. Um and then like my first like tax paying job would have been working at the hotels. So started as a assistant general manager and then got promoted and took over a hotel. So I was a general manager for one hotel and then promoted to another one and then going around and like training staff and stuff at different hotels. um, yeah, so mostly like my adult life has mostly been in hotels and doing my own thing.
Oh, you said you were doing the hotels, and then after that was microgreens.
Yeah, yeah. So I like probably about a year before COVID, kind of just on like YouTube or something, and get a video about, like starting your own microgreens business. And it was like, oh, that seems like pretty cool, pretty easy. I grew cannabis, so like I was familiar with growing stuff, and I looked into like hydroponic microgreens, and there was just like one content creator that was doing it, and he made it really cool and like showed all the process and everything. So I bought all the equipment for that and like made a bunch of stuff, and I had like a couple big tents with like shelving racks and like all the lights and stuff, and like water pumps and like air pumps and everything. And so yeah, I was like starting all that stuff and like starting to get sales with restaurants and like a couple like steady clients and a couple steady restaurants. And then yeah, COVID happened and that shut down basically overnight.
I do want to invite you guys to come subscribe to my website, bassdropkeys.tv. If you want the full conversation, also, I do spend 15 to 30 minutes with each guest. Come over and subscribe to my website, bassdropkeys.tv.